Well, it's been 5 years since the historic Abraham Accords were signed. This week marks yet another anniversary. But things have changed drastically for Israel and for the Arab nations. Signed on September 15, 2020, these agreements represent a seismic shift in Middle Eastern diplomacy which shake the very principles of Arab League. But now Israel's Doha bombing has left things hanging by a thread. So now the question is, has Israel's audacious September 9th strikes on Doha targeting Hamas leaders shattered the most remarkable diplomatic transformation of the 21st century in the Middle East? Come along, let's find out. The Abraham Accords are a series of US brokered agreements that established or normalized diplomatic relations between Israel and several Arab and Muslim majority states, including UAE, Bahrain, followed by Sudan and Morocco. These accords were historic for multiple interconnected reasons. They broke the foundational Arab League principle that peace with Israel required first resolving the Palestinian conflict. They established comprehensive partnerships spanning from diplomacy, economics, defense, and technology that generated billions in trade and unprecedented cooperation. Most significantly, they repositioned Israel from the besieged fortress state into a legitimate regional actor with Arab partners sharing common strategic interests, particularly in containing the Iranian expansion. Well, the transformation was immediate and dramatic. Within months, Israeli tourists flooded Dubai's beaches. Direct flights connected Tel Aviv to Abu Dhabi and Manama, and hundreds of Israeli companies established Middle Eastern corporations. Trade between Israel and Arab Accord partners reached whopping $7 billion by 2024, with Israel-UAE commerce alone totaling $6.4 billion. Most importantly, defense partnerships also flourished, contributing to Israel's record $14.8 billion in arms exports in 2024. With Abraham Accords country representing 12% of this total. Well, central to this transformation was the shared recognition of the Iranian threats that transcended traditional Arab-Israeli animosities. Iran's axis of resistance, including Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Houthis in Yemen, and Iraqi militia threatened both Israel and Gulf Arab states simultaneously. The strategic convergence created compelling incentives for defense cooperation, intelligence sharing, and most importantly, joint deterrence initiative that formed the Accord strategic backbone. They are also crucial in letting key US allies like Israel and the UAE deal with each other. The defense dimension proved particularly robust. Israel-UAE partnerships in air defense systems, maritime security, and intelligence sharing expanded rapidly, while joint procurement deals and technology transfer created institutional relationships resistant to political pressure. The $3 billion in defense agreements was signed within the Accord's first 2 years, established industrial partnership with long-term strategic implication extended far beyond diplomatic symbolism. Against this backdrop of integration, Israel's September 9th attack on Qatar represented an unprecedented escalation that tested every assumption underlying regional diplomacy. The attack's implications extended far beyond tactical consideration. It demonstrated Israel's willingness to strike American allies, potentially undermining Gulf confidence in US security guarantees. It also sabotaged the mediation framework that has produced every hostage release since October 7th. More dangerously, it occurred precisely as American diplomacy sought to expand Abraham Accords membership to include Saudi Arabia. Well, the Arab reaction was swift. The September 15th emergency Doha summit brought together 57 Arab and Islamic nations, condemning Israeli action and urging member states to review diplomatic and economic relations with Israel. Yet crucially, Abraham Accord signatories chose measured response over complete rupture. The UAE warned against West Bank annexation while maintaining diplomatic relations. Then come Bahrain and Morocco. They participated in the summit through senior representatives rather than heads of the state, confirming the tightrope walk forced upon the region by benefits of peace and trade. This restraint reflected genuine dilemma facing Abraham Accord partners. In fact, the Emirates has invested too heavily in Israeli technology to withdraw. Bahrain's economic benefited significantly from the Israeli tourist and trade. Now come Morocco. Morocco's defense cooperation with Israel addressed genuine security needs in Western Sahara. These practical interests provided ballast against political storms. The Abraham Accords' 5th anniversary reveals both remarkable achievements and inherent fragility. Israel's transformation from regional failure to integrated Middle Eastern power survived unprecedented testing, demonstrating that strategic partnerships can weather any political storm. Well, one thing is clear. The Accords created institutional relationships, economic interdependencies, and security cooperation that transcended immediate crises, fundamentally altering Middle Eastern political architecture. Yet the Qatar strike revealed transformation's limits, showing how tactical miscalculations may undermine years of diplomatic progress. As Arab leaders gathered in Doha demanding reviews of Israeli relations, the question wasn't whether the Abraham Accords had failed, but whether Israel's action had constrained their future expansion.